Um, I'm an atheist myself, and it's just kind of funny how us atheists could tell Christianity, a lot of these Christians, more about their religion than what they could tell us, you know what I mean? Which makes me laugh every time I talk to one.
In some cases, yeah.
Yes, it is very common. And there was a study not too long ago where they were judging the sort of knowledge of the Bible among different faiths and things, and the atheists did pretty well.
Yeah, because in a lot of cases, you know, Christians don't really read the Bible. Not that I think you necessarily need to, but I mean, they do get it filtered a lot through what their pastors are saying, or let's say the Little Golden Book version, where the story of Noah's Ark is just about fluffy animals and rainbows, and they kind of gloss over the part where millions of people die. Right. So...
Well, the thing is, too, is that a lot of these people tell me that they don't believe in zombies, but then again, they want to believe Jesus came back after 3 days. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what was he when he came back for 3 days? Was he a zombie himself?
No, well, right.
You know what I mean?
Technically, that's right. So keep in mind that a lot of these folks have been brought up in this, and they've never really spent the time to think about it, right? And it's sort of part of their culture, part of their cultural upbringing, and they haven't ever took it out and looked at it from afar. And so they may not have, you know, really given it any sort of thought or criticism. And so I think that's what the type of thing you're seeing there.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny how the difference is. The only thing that they got behind them is faith, and what we got is facts. So that's kind of a big difference right there. All they got is faith on something they don't even know that's there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I see a lot of these Christians nowadays telling me, well, if God's not real, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, like wind. But actually with the wind, I can actually feel it when I move my hand. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're saying all the right things. Faith is just a good way to be wrong. Right. It's not a reliable source of finding the truth.
Yeah, it lets you be wrong with great confidence and certainty about how right you are.
Right.
Yeah, and I love hearing how you guys put down, well, not putting them down, you're just making these people look like fools, telling them more about the religion than they actually know. Like, I actually get a lot of these people telling me that they don't believe in dinosaurs, that the scientists just want to tell us what we want to hear. I'm like, how are you guys serious? Telling me this stuff? Because they're going to be making up stuff like that, pulling these fossils out of the ground, stuff like that. They're actually making that stuff up. I don't think so. You guys they don't even know what to say no more.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, making people look like fools is fun for sure, but it's not like the primary objective. I mean, overall, the reason for having conversations with people of different beliefs is to make sure that you understand the many and varied ways that people approach knowledge, and hopefully help people get a firmer footing on believing things for the right reasons, because that makes them less likely to make wrong and dangerous decisions of things outside, you know, what magic person outside the universe is influencing your thoughts all the time. I mean,
ultimately the goal is to make the world a better place.
Right.
So we want to try to have
hope that doesn't sound pompous.
More people, you know, reasoning better is a good thing, right?
Right. Well, the thing is too is that every time I try to have these I guess you want to say like legit arguments with these type of people, a lot of them start getting heated when I'm just trying to state facts to them. And I'm more of the calm one. And no one starts stating facts, telling me I'm dumb and stuff like that because I don't believe in something I've never seen.
Right.
And these people are supposed to be Christian. You know what I mean?
Well, what you're seeing is emotional defense strategies. You're seeing the kind of psychology at work here, where they may not have a good reason. They may have just realized they don't have a good reason, and so they have to blow some smoke or something to sort of look better, right?
Right. Of course, if people are reacting to you like that all the time, I mean, there could be multiple issues going on. It could be that you just know an especially unreasonable group of people who are more likely to get angry and defensive.
Right.
It could also have something to do with your approach. I mean, like, I I am not trying to blame the victim or anything, but if you watch like Anthony Magnabosco doing his street epistemology, he has a really gentle, polite way of approaching other people that works for him because it sucks people into the conversation, and a lot of times he gets discussions that are very polite and respectful. Whereas on this show, sometimes we approach things a different way and tend to be a little more combative and sometimes have to hang up on people.
Right. We have a kind of a terse interaction. Another really good approach is humor.
Yeah.
If you can kind of find the humor in something, and because humor it gets under the radar a lot easier than a lot of the sort of argumentation does.
Right. But if you find that conversations aren't going the way you want them to go in general, there's always the chance that you could like take in some more thoughts to how you're talking to people and see if you want to try something different.
Yeah, try out different styles and things.
Unless they're Nazis, and then you punch them.
No. Don't go there, Russell. Don't go there.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, and then I get some other Christians too telling me that I guess they don't want to look like fools, and they want to tell me because the world's supposed to be 6,000 years old, and their version of how the world was made, it's supposed to be 6,000 years old. A lot of them want to tell me that the dinosaurs lived in the past 1,000 years, not millions of years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So many of these things are just laughable, and the best response is just to laugh at them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I do now. And a lot of these arguments, and a lot of it was at work, and stuff like that, because a lot of them are Christians and stuff like that. I don't really get into arguments with them no more because they're just telling me foolish things, and they know they're making themselves look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The work thing is a little tricky because you don't want to sort of poison your work environment with confrontation that is maybe unrelated to work.
Right.
Even if you're right, even if you take the moral high ground, sometimes it's best to avoid religious discussions at work. But that's just my personal advice to you, not any sort of law or anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. And I see what you mean, because at first it kind of caused a lot of tension and stuff like that, but now we just kind of laugh about it now. But before, when the first conversation came up, that I was what I was, and it kind of caused a lot of tension. But now it's pretty, make jokes out of it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool.
And one more thing is, don't expect that you can change people's mind in a conversation. These people, have been brought up this way, and they sort of consider that part of their identity. And I think that if you have the expectation that you're planting seeds of doubt and, getting people to think a little bit, that is the goal, maybe, and to sort of have a productive conversation in terms of, hey, this doesn't make sense to me or whatever, and at least get down to the facts on a particular issue. I think that's productive. Sometimes these arguments, they're just headbutting and it doesn't go anywhere, and then it gets frustrating after a while.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks for calling.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, Edward. Take care.
See you later.
Oh, you guys too. All right. Bye-bye.